Welcome back to the Spivecast.
Episode 45.
Yay!
Episode 45!
Welcome back, everybody! And?
Today's episode is brought to you by Block Brothers Custom Cabinets, made fine kitchens and interiors.
Yay!
Thank you, Block Brothers.
Thank you again to Block Brothers for sponsoring another episode of the Strivecast. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
No, thank you, Block Brothers.
Thank you.
Thank you, Block Brothers.
Awesome. How are we doing? Or let's check in. Who are we?
Noel Pod Thompson.
Noel
NTT.
Thompson and PT in the house. Who are you?
I am I'm me.
Me?
Me.
Who's me?
Me.
What if somebody's just tuning in for the first time?
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Which probably they are.
Moi.
'Cause we're adding hundreds of listeners every week.
I was gonna say moi.
Moi.
Moa.
Okay.
What's
Moi.
Moa's name?
It's me.
Okay,
Hey,
Mr. X.
Jeff. Great to see you.
Welcome.
Who are you?
I'm Pete.
Hey, Pete. I'm Olivia. We're all checked in.
We're here to help direct traffic with
That's
this
right.
Yes.
car going down the track 100 miles an hour.
Yes, it's Pete and Jeff show.
That's our spin-off for season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except that time you ditched him for the Cub Scout meetings. It could have been the Pete and Jeff show, but
Yeah.
instead he took your place.
And we found out Harry
Oh my
Potter
God,
had
that's
a
a
disability.
disability.
Yep.
Yep.
And Selena Gomez has epilepsy.
Has epilepsy.
There's a lot of
She's really disclosing her HIPAA
a lot of folks
information.
with hidden disabilities out
That's
there.
right.
Oh, I was thinking, maybe we can get what's that girl's name?
Selena Gomez on the podcast.
No.
That'd be great too.
okay.
We could.
What's that girl's name?
Give me a hint.
Ariana Grande.
No, it's like J.O.
Oh, Jennifer Lopez.
No.
J-Lo.
Oh, I know what he means.
Who?
JoJo.
Is that who you mean? JoJo?
Who's JoJo?
Jojo Siwa.
What?
Jojo Siwa.
It's another teen.
I guess I'm not as hip.
Yeah. Bummer.
Oh, come on.
It's never too late.
Jojo Siwa.
I'll check in with my daughter. She's 12. She's listening right now. I'm
That's
sure.
right. Hi,
And I'll
Elizabeth.
bet she knows who it is.
Hi, Elizabeth.
All right.
Hey.
You must remember me.
Lots of shout outs.
Lots of
Everybody
shout-outs.
remembers you. All right. Again,
Yeah.
how we doing?
Who's our guest today?
Delicious.
Delicious.
It's Pete Brown.
Pete Brown is one of the hosts. Who's our guest today?
Maya Carey.
Oh my God.
No Thompson.
We are also a host. Who is our guest today for episode 45?
Jessica Gagne.
Gagne.
Jessica Gagne.
Coming up soon from New Center 6, New Center,
Center,
Maine.
Maine.
Oh, yes, I like that.
Can't wait.
All right.
And
How about we come right back and we dive in?
That
Yes.
sounds good. When we come back, Noel will give the bio for Jessica Gagne. So we'll be right back. All right, we're back, and here's Noel with the bio for Jessica Gagne from News Center, Maine.
Yep. Welcome, Jessica Gagne is a sports anchor and reporter at News Center, Maine, specializing in sports storytelling. Jessica grew up in southern Maine and graduated from Biddeford High School in 2005. She attended college at
Syracuse?
Syracuse University before transferring to Northeastern University, where she earned her bachelor degree in journalism. During her time at Northeastern, Jessica traveled to Italy, Jordan, and Turkey, working as a producer and foreign correspondent. She was hired as a journalist at News Center, Maine in January 2013. Her sports coverage has earned her several honors, including a New England Emmy nomination for
Excellence.
excellence in sports reporting when she's not at work. You can find Jessica in a yoga class at the beach or enjoy Maine's amazing food scene. Please welcome Jessica Gagne.
Yay! Welcome, Jessica. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
We are thrilled to have you, and Noel is going to kick things off.
When did you know you wanted to be a journalist?
Well, no, that is a great question. I actually didn't know specifically until I went into college. So when I was growing up, I always loved sports, and I always loved watching games on TV. And there was a time in high school when I thought, hey, I could probably do that. Maybe, report on the sidelines and be a part of sports games. But when it came time to go to college, I thought, you know what, I want to do something where I know I'm going to make money, so I'm going to go be a doctor. So I originally went to school pre-med for biology and was going to be an optometrist or an ophthalmologist. That's what my goal was. And after taking honors chemistry, I was sitting in the middle of a lab for 3 hours about to fall asleep, and I was like, I can't do this. So I completely switched. I did a 180, and my sophomore year I decided to go into journalism classes, and I graduated with my journalism degree, and I knew I wanted to do sports, so that was my goal. And I'm really lucky to have been able to come back to my home state, because this is where I'm from, and talk about sports here for everybody, which is really cool.
That's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Awesome, right? Noel knows a lot about falling asleep in class.
And Jeff knows a lot about sports.
That's right.
Right.
Perfect.
You guys know me super well.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
How did you get into sports reporting?
Yeah, great question. So, it's kind of tough because sports jobs are the ones that a lot of people want, right? Because they're fun. You get to do the fun stuff. You get to go be on the sidelines and hang out with Tom Brady and stuff like that. We're not best friends, don't worry. But they're fewer and far between, especially if you want to be on television. So I actually started reporting news. So I got my first job up in Bangor, 2 hours north of here. And it was a mix of working behind the scenes and working on TV for about 2 days a week. So that helped me practice, helped me, get my feet under me. And then the sports anchor at the station that I worked at, Channel 2, Melissa Kim, who had been there for about 3 years, moved on, and I went to my bosses and said, give me a chance, please. I beg it, I did everything. I put all kinds of stuff together. I'm like, I'll work extra hours, I'll do whatever you want, just let me show you that I could do this, because I had no prior sports reporting experience. They had never seen, what I could do in the sports realm. The only thing that I really had going for me is I'm from Maine, and I knew all the high school sports teams because I played high school sports here, so I knew how to pronounce the town names. I knew all the mascots already, so I was like, I got this, a little edge over the other people who wanted to do the job. So they gave me a chance, and I took it and ran with it, and then since then I've been doing mostly sports. So I came down to Portland after about a year in Bangor, and then I've been in Portland ever since. This is very close to my hometown, so I'm close to my family, and so that's good.
That's awesome.
Yay.
What a good story. You are up, sir.
Did you play sports growing up?
That's a great question. I loved to be active, and I was a dancer. That was my favorite thing. I dedicated, since I was 3, my mom put me in dance classes, and I danced competitively in high school, but I loved dance. That was my sport, even though it wasn't something that you did through school. But I mean, I wasn't ever a superstar. I didn't win, the all-star awards that often. I just loved to be involved. And when they say, if you can't teach, well, if you can't be the star athlete, then go report on the star athletes, right? Exactly. I was always better at talking about the game than I was actually being the star at it. But yeah, I dabbled in everything. I mean, I played softball, I did track growing up. I played volleyball for 1 year just to try it out. I was not good. I could not serve.
That's very good.
Shout out to Miss Shaw for being patient with me. But yeah, I just liked to be involved. so I played a lot of sports, but dance was really the only one that I stuck. And cheering, I cheered as well a little bit, but I kind of gave that up in high school because I ended up being the manager of the football team. I loved football so much, I wanted to play, but I wouldn't do so well probably, on the football
I love football.
team. Yeah, I know. Isn't it
I love
awesome?
football.
Me too. It's so much fun.
I love football.
So that's why I was the manager, so I could hang out with the team the whole time and learn about it a little bit more.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
Jeff?
cool.
What is your favorite sports to cover?
Ooh, well, that's a good segue, right?
Yeah.
Into probably football. It's really exciting, and I think that's because, we have such a passionate community around high school football here in Maine, so it starts here. But also, the Patriots. This is a glory time to be covering the New England Patriots. Every year, I'm always going to the playoffs. I get to go to the Super Bowl.
Wow.
And I only get to go if they go.
Right.
And I get to go all the time. So it's pretty amazing to be covering this era of New England Patriots football. And obviously to see Tom Brady in action and see everything that they're doing. And it's a hop, skip down the road, so it's not too far from me. I get to live here at home, and I still get to cover football. So that's probably my favorite to cover. And it's really exciting, right? The games are fast-paced and keeps you into it the whole time.
Have you interviewed Tom Brady before?
I have, yep. I've been lucky enough to, not one-on-one, so we're not sitting, he doesn't know me by name, let me put it that way. But, we get to go down to training camp, we go down to all the games, and I'm part of the media scrum, you can call it, afterwards, that gets to, just stand next to him and throw my microphone as close as possible, and he sweat on me before.
Nice.
Flinging the hair, and you're like, ugh. But it's, it's great.
What movie was Tom Brady? Ted 2.
Oh, wasn't that so funny? Yeah. See, he could go into acting. Maybe Rob Gronkowski will go into acting too. They could do movies together.
All right, you're up, sir.
Yeah.
You're up.
We saw you traveling in Egypt.
In Europe.
Europe.
Mm-hmm.
And the Middle East.
Yeah.
What did you learn while abroad?
That's a great question. So when I was in college, I wasn't sure I was going to get the opportunity to study abroad because I was struggling to just pay for college. But my school had a fantastic program called a Dialogue of Civilizations, where they sent you somewhere for 6 weeks and basically made it like tuition. It cost the same amount as tuition. I'm sorry, my phone's going off. So I was able to go to on 2 of those trips, and when I was in Italy, I traveled as a producer. So I learned how to be a producer. Yeah, we went to. It's pretty awesome. We went to Rome, and that was the whole point of going. We were going to make a documentary about the ruins of Ostia Antica, just kind of this area of outside of Rome that was an old port city. And we went there, shot all kinds of video. That's where I learned how to edit video, and that's where I learned how to produce and put something together that makes sense, a longer form story that makes sense visually. So that was an awesome experience. And of course, you get to see Italy, right? You get to see Rome, you get to see all kinds of stuff, which is great. So the next year, I loved traveling so much, I knew I wanted to do it again, and my journalism program actually offered a trip to the Middle East. And you know what's funny that you said Egypt? We were supposed to go to Egypt, but we ended up changing to Jordan and Turkey because at the time in Egypt, they were going through something called the Arab Spring, and it wasn't safe. They didn't think it would be safe to send college students there, but that's where it was originally planned.
Wow.
So we switched to Jordan and then split half the time in Jordan, half the time in Turkey. And when I was there, I was learning to be a foreign correspondent. So learning how to write about journalism in a different country. When you don't know anybody and you don't know the language, right? That's such a hard barrier to get through sometimes. So we learned about navigating that. And it helped me to become, I think, a much better journalist, a much more thoughtful journalist now that I'm in my journalism career. Yeah, so it's pretty fun.
Learned a lot. That's
so
cool.
Plus, we got nights off to travel. So we got to see some cool stuff too. I didn't work the whole time.
That's so fun. Jeff?
What has been your favorite on-air moment?
Oh my gosh, that's so I've never really thought about that. That is a very great and thoughtful question. I probably will, just because I'm kind of self-deprecating as a person, will go to my favorite moment. It's probably a mistake that I made. there's a clip that exists of when I was covering the Lobster Bowl, which is the high school football all-star game, and we were broadcasting it live. So I was a live sideline reporter, which is cool, kind of like what they do, in Sunday Night Football, the people who stand on the sidelines and it's live. I was told in my ear, we have little things that go in our ear, we had them in our ear, and I was told that we were in commercial and we were coming back straight out to the cheerleaders. It was halftime, who were about to do their routine that they had practiced the whole time, and an issue happened with production where instead of going to the camera that was supposed to be on the cheerleaders, they came to the camera that was on me.
No.
And the guy who's running my camera is like, you're live, and he's like mouthing it, so you can't. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm like, they're going to the cheerleaders, like they just told me, and he's like,
right now,
and I'm like, I'm on right now, and you like see my face change from being like just casual hanging out to like, I'm the cheerleader, like you just do this transition. That's one of my favorite moments because I think it's real. You want to project that you're a real person, and sometimes when people see those mistakes on live TV, it brings them back to the fact that you're not just somebody out there who's reading the news, or you're not just somebody out there who's a robot that just spits things out. You're a real person. Mistakes happen, and TV and sports are pretty fun, so hopefully people got a good laugh out of it, at least, because I afterwards got a laugh out of it.
You ever make any mistakes on this show?
Yeah, we never
perfect
make
all the time,
right?
Yeah.
Super perfect. We don't edit anything ever.
Right?
I think we are up over here.
Yeah. You were the first female to ever win the Maine Sportscaster of the Year award. How did that feel?
That was such an amazing feeling. That award is one that's given out annually in every state, and it's voted on by your colleagues. So I had to be nominated by other people in my industry, and there aren't many women, not only in Maine in the sportscaster business, but in nationally. So when I found out that I was nominated, that alone was like, oh, cool, and I didn't expect to win, but it was still, one of those things where I was like, nice, I'm being recognized by the people who are in my business. And then when I found out I won, I was just, I was very humbled, and, it's like, thank you, and I'm excited, but I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. But Bill Green at my station, who's been there for 45 years, who's been a sportscaster forever, was like, this is a big deal. He's like, we need a commercial, we're gonna do it. So it's nice to have people who champion you and who are behind you and celebrate your accomplishments. So it's been an awesome trip since then, just to kind of not only for myself to realize, hey, this is making an impact, but to see that it's making an impact. I've had young girls come into the studio and do tours recently, and say, hey, I saw you on TV, and that's really the whole goal. That just to show young women that you can, if this is what you want to do, you can do it. And there's still a lot of barriers that haven't been broken down in a lot of different aspects of sports. Yeah. So this is your opportunity. Take it by the horns, and you can do it. I went to receive my award in North Carolina at the national convention, and there were 50 sportscasters and 50 sports writers. So there's 100 award recipients. 7 of them were women.
Wow.
And that's what they talked about a little bit during the banquet, how they want to make sure that as moving forward, we're more aware about not only being more inclusive, gender-wise, but more diverse as well too. That should permeate the sports world a little bit better, and I'm hoping, as I move forward, to be a big part of that and help out, to make it so there will be plenty more female winners in the future here in Maine.
That's so cool. Congratulations.
Yes,
thank you.
Congratulations.
You guys
Mr.
are up.
Jeff.
If you did not cover sports, what would you want to cover?
These are really awesome questions. Every one of these has really made me think, a little bit outside the box of things that I haven't done before. I would probably lean toward health, health-related topics, just because before I did this, I did have a little bit of, I always had an interest in the brain, and the advances that we're making in the health world. So I'd probably do something, maybe some medical reporting, and talk about some of the research that people are doing in amazing fields, and psychology is one of the things that I'm really interested to. So, yep, that's probably what I would pick. Health. Thanks.
Very cool.
Great choice. We got the last one here.
We saw you're going to throw out the first pitch at the Seahawks, August 23rd. Are you feeling ready?
I am, because I actually was supposed to throw out the first pitch in July.
That's right.
So I practiced, and then it got canceled. So now I have another month to get better and work on my fastball. But this night, August 23rd, so in July it was actually Franco-American Heritage Day. That's why I was there, because I am Gagne. It's French-Canadian. My grandparents came from Canada and came down and lived in Maine. Biddeford is a huge French-Canadian community, so they were celebrating people from Biddeford Saco. The theme on August 23rd is women in sports. So what we were just talking about, I'm going to give a presentation to about 100, I think, high school-aged kids before the game. So that's, a little nerve-wracking, because it's funny. Everybody thinks when you're on TV, you're not, nervous to speak in front of people. It's way different when people are staring at you in their eyes, and you're like, am I entertaining? Do they think I'm boring? I don't know. So hopefully it'll be fun. And then, I'm just hoping to get it toward the catcher. Yeah. I don't even, as long as it doesn't go into the stands, even if it rolls there, I don't know. Whatever. Okay. I'm pretty sure they're trained to run up and scoop it up a little bit. Yeah. It's bad, but I'm very excited.
It's gonna be great. We'll keep a lookout for you.
The Red Sox rotation by.
Right? Yeah, I know. Not too challenging at this point.
So now it's time for the
what? The lightning round.
All right.
And Jeff is going to kick off.
I have a quick one.
Oh.
Yes,
Okay,
please do.
Please. It's your show.
Cool. What do you think about hockey?
Ooh, I love hockey too. So I first started in Bangor, and my job, one of my primary jobs was to cover the Maine hockey team. So I spent the whole year interviewing the players, and I eventually, later in my career, got to go to the Frozen Four, so the Final Four for college hockey, because we had a goalie from South Portland who was in it. Wow. Awesome experience. And then this year I went to the Bruins. I got to be there for Game 7, and they lost, but it was so close.
Yeah, I know. I actually wanted the other team.
You wanted the other team? Well, then it was a great night for you, right?
Yeah.
Can you remember what the team's name was?
Yeah,
so
who was
funny.
it?
Who was it?
Who played against the Bruins in the Stanley Cup?
Hey, maybe, are you just not a Bruins fan? Because some people just don't like the home team.
You love the Red Sox and the Patriots. I don't know.
I think I was the what was the team?
St. Louis.
St. Louis Blues.
Yeah, it was St. Louis Blues.
Yeah, so they were really happy because they had never won. So that was a big deal that's probably why you were happy.
That's why
And they were in last place.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Very cool story. I got to be in St. Louis for Game 6 when they lost. But the whole town was ready with their, fireworks and everything. So it was a bummer for them for that night. But the next, Game 7 celebration. All right.
So that was a hard turn there.
Yeah.
Back to the lightning round. Are you finished? Do you have any other questions?
It'd be after the
Okay. All right. Okay. So you're up first, sir.
Yeah. Football or basketball?
Or baseball.
Or baseball. Of the four major sports, probably my favorite to cover is football. But I have a place in my heart for baseball. But I guess I'm going to go.
Oh, yeah, I love baseball.
Yes.
The Red Sox. Sports or the news?
This is an easy one for me. Sports all the way. If I could make it a 30-minute sports cast at 6, I would.
Yeah.
Yes, Peter.
Yes, Peter.
Red Sox or Patriots?
Oh, that's a tough one. Because I just picked football, but the Red Sox mean so much to everybody, and they've been around for so long that I'm going to have to go. I know I said football in the first one, I'm going to go Red Sox on this one because I just think of what it means to the community and to the generations of fans. So, Red Sox.
My old favorite pitcher was Roger Clemens.
Oh, really? Very cool. You watched him growing up?
I used to.
Did you like Pedro Martinez, too?
Yeah.
I met him. I haven't met Roger Clemens, but I've met Pedro, and he's a really nice guy.
Yeah. All right, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Nail biters?
Nail biters or
blowouts.
Blowouts.
Ooh, they both have their interesting, it's always good to report on a win, especially when it's a big one. But I like nail biters. You want it to be close and exciting right up until the end, so you're into it the whole time. So nail biters.
Good choice. Jeff?
Favorite of the hit sports to watch?
Awesome. It's a tie between swimming and gymnastics.
Yeah, those are really
I do like swimming. I loved watching Michael Phelps, but I love gymnastics because things that those athletes can do are incredible. I can never, you know what I mean, picture myself tumbling through the air like that, so it's awesome to watch.
Do you ever watch the Ninja Warriors?
Oh, yeah, I do. Isn't it incredible?
Yeah.
They're so strong. I don't know how they do it. I'd be
Yeah.
scared to climb, too. I have a little fear of heights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Amy too.
You too?
I'm afraid of heights.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
If you're up there when they climb that big wall, if I were to look down, I would just fall
Yeah.
immediately. I would fall.
Yeah, me too.
We're up, yeah.
Winter sports or summer sports?
Yeah, I'd probably say I do love hockey, but I like to be outside when I'm covering sports. So, this time of year, I'm going to count football a little bit as a summer sport because we're into it now. So I'd probably say I like summertime sports. I like baseball too. So summer, we'll do summer.
Sports. Jeff?
Studio reporting or
Reporting?
reporting from the field.
Ooh, reporting from the field, for sure. Because then you're in the middle of the action. You get to be there. You get to take people there.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to be in the field. And it's really cool to be places that people don't get to go in their day-to-day lives. So you can bring them with you and say, hey, I'm here, but I'm taking you with me. You get to see all this behind-the-scenes stuff. So pretty cool.
You got one here.
Oh, my God, this one. This last one.
Favorite restaurant in Portland?
That is so hard because my fiance and I love to eat out all the time, and it is so good. So you almost have to split it into favorite, Thai
categories.
place, favorite. One of my favorites is Boda. We do love Boda so much, and the fact that it has a late night.
Yeah.
I work till whenever. The hours are crazy in our job, so it's nice that it also has kind of crazy hours, and we know that we're gonna get an awesome meal, and it's right in downtown Portland. So I probably pick Boda. Yeah.
And I know we're gonna have a fundraiser at Otto's
Good
Pizza.
push.
Oh, you
That's
are.
right.
When's that taking place?
For,
It's Wednesday, August 14th. So
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Which auto
Yeah,
location?
good job.
is that tomorrow?
All Maine
All of
locations.
them.
So they're doing
Awesome.
8% going to Strive. So
That
that's
is
really
amazing.
exciting.
Well, I'm definitely going to have to let people know about that. I'm going
Thanks.
to put it in my little app here. August 14th. Auto.
Jeff, you got one last one that we
Yeah,
didn't
Jeff.
write down for you,
Oh,
Jessica.
great.
It's a tough one.
Oh, I probably got it.
Okay, go for it.
Tell us about your best joke.
Tell us your best
My
joke.
best joke. Oh my gosh. I am a terrible joke teller. Let's see.
If you don't have one, they can supply you with one. They have great jokes.
Do you have great jokes? Okay, because I'm trying to think if there's one that
They have jokes.
that I think of. If my fiance was here, he has those like dad jokes, and I can't even think of one off the bat. All right, help me out with one. What's your favorite?
Go ahead, Jeff.
Oh, I probably have one too.
Good.
Making it up as we speak.
Yeah, he's making it up right now.
Not
Who's that?
me.
You who?
Me, you.
Good one.
You told the joke. That was good. Pete, you got any dad jokes?
I don't know. That's
Knock,
off my
knock.
head.
Who's there?
Me,
Who's
come
there?
on.
Banana.
Banana who?
But banana, I forgot to support the Boston Red Sox.
What?
I love it.
Okay, interesting. Made it sports theme, so good
You're
job.
setting me up with a
Yeah.
smile. You have one
You
too?
got
Oh,
one,
go ahead,
Suze?
Suze.
All right, let's hear it.
Producer Susie.
What time is
Is this the butterfly joke?
no?
Okay, okay. Go ahead.
What time is you get out of work?
What time do you get
That's
out
a
of work?
question, not a joke, right?
I'm like, I screw it up. What time you get up every morning?
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
just a question.
I get
Not a
up
joke.
about, it depends. So sometimes I do the morning show and I have to get up at 3 a.m.,
Whoa.
which is really early. But normally I get up at like 7:30.
What was the other one?
Are you telling a joke or are you asking a question?
A joke.
Okay, tell a
No,
joke.
this is a joke.
this is kind of a joke, but well, what time did you know the bug crawls in the road?
What time do you know the bug crawls in the road?
Ooh, I don't
Wow.
know.
To get the buggy in your nose.
Wow.
Hey, Susie, coming in hot with a bug joke.
Slightly better than last week.
Yeah.
Buggy to the other side.
Awesome. Well, do you guys have any other questions for Jessica before we let her go?
I do. I got a lot of hockey questions there.
Well, how,
Okay.
how about one hockey question?
One
Yeah.
hockey
Oh,
question.
yeah, sure.
We're almost out of time.
Yeah.
Okay, I know it really quick.
Okay.
What do you think about the Florida Panthers?
What do I think about the Florida Panthers? You know, it's funny. So I work with a girl named Hannah Deneen, and her father used to coach the Florida
Oh,
Panthers.
wow.
Yeah,
Oh my
so
God.
it's a really cool kind of connection. Yep. And she played hockey. She gets to travel around all the time with her dad, who's still a professional hockey coach. So what do I think about him? I think when I know their coach, I like him, but I'm a
Yeah.
Bruins fan.
Oh.
So.
Is
I
that your
know.
favorite team, Jeff? The
Yeah, where did that
Panthers?
come from?
I do have a favorite team. My favorite team is in hockey world. Actually, I do like it's the Kings.
The Los
Oh,
Angeles Kings.
Interesting, yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, they're sharp. I like their sharp uniforms too. I think they're very the black and silvers.
Yeah.
Sharp.
Oh
Good
yeah.
look.
Yeah, good luck, good luck. Well,
right.
thank you guys so much for having me. I just want to say I really appreciate it. This was really fun.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming on. We'll be right back.
This podcast is brought to you by.
Reserve Light Pete.
Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate it. But today we're going to shout out who? It's their birthday.
Happy birthday, Whitney!
Whitney!
Happy birthday to our producer, Whitney, producer extraordinaire who's out on vacation this week celebrating. We miss you so much, but hope you're having a great birthday.
We also saw her
She's
on
probably-
Strive Night a little bit.
Yes, she stopped by Strive Night last week.
She's probably still booking guests as we speak.
Exactly.
So,
Always,
Yeah,
always
Whitney.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Whit.
shout out to Whitney.
Shout out to producer
Happy,
Whit.
happy birthday, Whit.
I know who else did we saw on Thursday.
Okay, well, we're shouting out Whitney right now. Happy birthday, Whitney. Ready? I'll say
Jeff, how old did you say she was?
Yeah,
She's 26.
that's
I
right.
think she
She's
would
26.
love that. So, happy 26.
Happy
Happy 26, Whit.
26. Wait.
HPD, it's a big year.
Best sister in the whole world.
Wow.
Best sister in the whole world.
High praise.
All right.
Do you have a birthday greeting for Whitney?
Hello. Yes, I do.
Go ahead.
Happy to you.
How about just sing regular happy
How about like real words?
To you.
Wow. All right.
Wow. All right.
Into
Well,
that.
we'll be right back. All right, we're back, and it's time for the
The question of the week. The week.
The week.
wow, very quiet.
We go
theme
to
song.
Africa. The Shakira song.
How about you? Got any question of the week theme music?
Yeah. All
Or
right.
you're
ready?
saving
yes.
yours for yakking with you?
Oh yeah. Can you sing it, please? We're back, and it's time for the.
Question of the week. Like
Boring.
Okay, boo.
And having a margarita.
to
At
Africa.
least a little more spicy.
All right.
All right, the question of the week this week is it is almost mid-August now. We're we're knee deep in summer, and we
Yeah.
want to reflect on all the summer fun we've had. So let's go around and everybody say the best part of their summer
I
so
know
far.
Fort Williams.
Okay. So the best thing you've done this summer, your favorite memory of summer so far.
Jeff,
Ready?
Yes.
what's the best part of your summer so far? Let's hear it.
So far.
Yes, so far.
About taking car trips to Brunswick.
Yeah, he went to Brunswick this weekend.
Nice.
What'd you do there?
Oh, just some sightseeing.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing you in Brunswick.
Brunswick.
Yeah.
Historic Brunswick.
We were talking about last year about having a Brunswick auction package. Maybe we should do that.
Yes, we should.
Didn't you go to Bailey's Island?
Yes, I did.
How was that?
It was awesome.
And who'd you go with?
Me and my parents.
Very nice. Very
Nice.
cool.
Shout out to Peter and Rosemary.
Yes.
Shout out. Noel, what's been the best part of your summer so far?
Just Peter.
What's been the best part of your summer so far?
Oh, really good.
Really good. What have you done?
Going to the this weekend. I'm going to Fun Time.
You're going to Fun Town this weekend?
Whoa.
Awesome. Well, what's something you like that you've already done so far this summer?
Are we done?
In June or July?
How to stay focused and.
No, like did you
The
go
most
anywhere?
Fun you had.
Have you done a fun trip?
Yes, I have.
You gone to the beach?
California,
Sea
Yeah, you went to
dogs.
San Diego.
San Diego.
What, that was in like May, wasn't it?
Yeah, he goes to sea dogs a lot, I think.
Yeah.
Where in the world is Carmen San Diego?
I don't know. Where in the world is Carmen San Diego?
Oh, I can also go to Lewiston with Peter.
For
To
what?
Lewiston? We did that once. I brought you guys to Lewiston to a wrestling match.
Oh
I
yeah!
don't remember
At the
that.
Coliseum.
Why?
Oh my
It's right
god!
here.
don't
It
think
was
I
a
went
tag
to
team.
Yeah, a friend of mine.
I don't think I went to that.
You didn't go?
I don't remember, but we had two carloads of people from Strive U that went.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! And I'm the one who named the tag team.
Yes, we won't talk about that
Okay.
on air because that is not a G-rated conversation. But
No, it's not.
It was quite fun. We started in a whole section of bleachers with 1 million people, and by the end of the show, we were all by ourselves.
Nobody wanted to hang out. What's going on?
We were pretty loud and rowdy. It was a rowdy crowd.
Yeah, we were.
I can imagine Jeff being a little rowdy.
It's our second reference way back to 2004 or 5 in the show already. Yeah.
All right. Well, Pete, what's been the best part of your summer so far?
We spent a nice week up at our camp.
Very nice.
So my in-laws have a place up near
yeah.
Sunday River, and that was always nice to get away.
Always nice to take a little trip,
You
right?
have a little cat at home.
I do have a cat at home.
What does that have to do with summer?
Oh,
Sometimes you can hug a cat and put it in bed.
do you name your cat?
I do have a name for my cat.
Punky.
His name is Trot.
Oh, you mean like Trot Nixon?
Exactly like Trot Nixon.
Oh, cool.
We got him right after the 2004 World Series.
Oh,
Good guess, Jeff.
I was going to say,
Shout out to the cat.
Shout out to John.
yeah, that's shout out to the cat.
I thought your cat was named Wheels or something.
No, Trot.
Really? Wow.
Oh,
Cool.
you mean like the dumpster?
Oh, like truck to
He
Boston.
already told you.
Yeah, Trot to Boston.
Like, man, anything else you want to talk about summer memories?
Yes, I did.
What about you? You haven't.
Oh, I went to Martha's Vineyard for a weekend. That was really
Is
fun.
it?
Okay.
All right, well, this has been a great question of the week.
we'll be
right
right
back.
We'll be Today's episode is brought to you by Block Brothers Custom Cabinets. Made fine kitchens and
Interior.
interiors. Block Brothers Custom Cabinets is proud to sponsor Maine's Down syndrome community. You can find them online at blockbrotherscabinets.com.
Great.
Awesome. And you can also,
BlockBrothersCabinets.com. If you haven't checked it out, please do so.
yeah, such a great website. It really showcases the amazing work that they do. It's really unbelievable. And they're also on Instagram at BlackBrothersCC. So they have a ton of pictures on there of more of the work that they do.
And let's see if we can get them some new followers.
Yeah, let's get them some business, Drivecast listeners. If you need some custom cabinet work done, if you need some, work done in your home, let's give Block Brothers Custom Cabinets a call, right?
Yes, and let's see if we can get them at least a dozen new Instagram followers.
Yeah.
This week.
This
So,
week.
Block Brothers CC.
CC on Instagram.
On Instagram.
So go follow them right now, right?
Do it.
Right now, do it. Do it.
Thanks.
Right now!
And
We'll be right back.
we're back, and it's time for
Yakking with you!
Yakking with You. Any Yakking with You theme or anything?
Theme song?
This is your show.
Oh
your
yeah,
segment.
dude! Hey! What's up?
I don't know. Oh, I thought it was like a back and forth thing. Nope, just
One-way combo.
What's up with you guys?
I don't know. It's time to yak. Are you ready for the questions?
Oh yes, I already hit me, Pete.
All right,
Okay,
we're doing
here we
a lightning
go.
round of questions here.
You're fighting a war. you can pick between having a Tyrannosaurus Rex or a tank on your side. Which do you choose?
I choose tank.
Tank or T-Rex? Tank.
I think I'd go T-Rex.
Yeah, me too.
If I could have a T-Rex on my side, I would try to like ride it into battle.
Yeah.
Like Toy Story.
I guess so. Does
Yeah,
he
maybe.
ride on the T-Rex?
Okay.
What about Rex is his name?
Yes, Rex.
All right, that's good.
Next.
Next
check.
up, if you could buy any existing .com, so you could buy any website that ends in .com, which one would you buy? You'd be the owner of it. Let's keep it. This is a family show. Let's keep it sort of safe, PG. That's right.
Hotman@gmail.com.
Hotman@gmail.com.
Okay, I think that's an email address.
Amazon.
Or Amazon. That's
yeah.
probably a
That's
better
where the
one.
money
There
is.
you go.
I was thinking, hot lady at 10 o'clock on Amazon.com.
That's a very specific .com. How about
Why
like
10 o'clock?
hot lady at 10 o'clock?
Hot lady at noon.
At noon on Amazon.com.
Okay. How about like just Facebook or
I don't wanna look at your
Google
search
or
history.
any of those?
Yeah.
Hulu.
All right, next question.
Okay,
next
let's
question.
see.
That's going to be.
How do you think your life would change? This is a good one for Noel. If you didn't need to sleep, what would you do with the extra time? How do you think your life would change if you didn't need to sleep?
What would you do at night if we didn't sleep?
I'd probably be floating around and saying, "Ooh,
You'd be a ghost?
Okay.
What would you do?
I would try to do a pickup sticks and play some card games or drink some bologna sandwiches to help.
Okay.
Okay,
Next,
interesting.
Pete.
We got one more. We're going through these pretty fast. How about imagine you were on top of a 40-story building. So it's bigger than any.
No.
Oh,
Okay. And there's a giant at the bottom. There's a giant inflatable landing pad at the street. It's big enough that you have a 95% chance of surviving the jump. Would you jump off to save a friend's life?
Yes,
No.
Yes, I will.
I say
would
no.
You say no? Why?
He's afraid of heights.
I say no because I don't want to bet Pete.
No, it's
Pete's still alive.
He just doesn't want to land too hard.
What if it's for all of us? For
Yeah,
the
if
rest
you
of the Strivecast team.
If you had to save Pete's life, would you jump?
If Peter was
No.
if Peter was,
Thanks for nothing.
If Peter
I
was,
think
if
yes,
I was
I
going to
would.
buy you that website for your birthday.
if Peter was caught on fire from a tall building, what do you do?
What do you do?
Stop, drop, and roll.
No,
No.
coming off the building.
Oh.
What do you do?
Take a fire extinguisher and
And put him out.
yeah.
Thank you.
Good job.
You would do that? You'd take the time out to save me?
What about
Yes.
if it's still fire in the building?
I got one. What if Pete was like hanging on to the building for dear life and said, Jeff, help me. Take my hand. Would you take his hand and pull him up, or would you let him go?
Nope. I'll put my hand down and rescue.
Good job. Phew.
What if, as I was hanging off the building, you saw one of the Jonas Brothers walking in the other direction?
Would you save Pete's life or say hi to the Jonas Brothers?
I'll save Pete.
Good job. What if it was Nick Carter? Would you
Ooh,
save Pete's
tough
life or meet Nick Carter?
I'd rather save Pete's life.
Good
Thank
job.
you, Jeff.
Good job,
Thank
Jeff.
you.
Great answer.
This side of the table represent.
Yeah. Okay. If I was hanging off the edge of a building
And Jessica
and
Rabbit
Jessica
was
Rabbit
on the other
was walking
side.
by, would you save my life or would
Yes,
you
I
go
will.
kiss Jessica Rabbit?
I will rescue your life.
You promise?
Yeah.
Forever?
Oh yeah.
Okay, great.
What if it was?
Then
What if it was Selena Gomez?
Yeah, what if it was Selena Gomez and I was still dangling? Would you go
She's
say hi to
too
Selena?
young for me.
Good answer.
That's right.
What if it was Anna Kendrick?
She's just like a buddy and friend.
Well, if I was dangling off the building, would you save my life or go meet Anna Kendrick?
A savior.
Oh, good job,
Side of the
guys.
table is checked in.
All right. Well, I think
Oh,
that's
That's
a lot,
good
lot
for
of
yakking with you.
yakking today. So
Oh yeah.
great job yakking with you.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back. All right, we're back and it's time to wrap.
Wrap it.
Wrap it up. 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 Pete. Wrap it up. Pete. Wrap it up. Pete.
Map, pap it up.
Okay, time to wrap it up. Thanks so much
It
to
sure
Jessica
is.
Gagne for coming on the Strivecast. That was such a good interview, right, guys?
Yes, it was.
It was really
It was
good.
fun.
That
Yes,
was really
it was
fun.
very fun.
So, Noel, would you like to talk about updating events?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
What events would you like to talk about,
The
sir?
5K race.
The
5K
5K
race.
race. Great
Where's the dunk
question.
tank?
Is there a dunk tank?
We're not sure if there's going to be a dunk tank this year, but first, the 5K race is going to be on Saturday, September 14th, right here at Strive, 28 Foden Road, South Portland, Maine, USA.
And it's
World,
gonna last until
globe,
Sunday
Earth.
morning.
It is going to be Saturday. We are going to start at 8 o'clock with a kids' fun run, and then that's free, children of all ages. And then at 8:30, we are going to have our 5K run and walk. I heard you guys have been trash talking each other about who's going to win that.
That's right. Who's going to win that, Jeff or Noel?
Then we're
In
gonna
the race.
stay here.
No, you or him, not Pete.
Think
Jeff,
We're gonna highlight.
if it was just you and Noel in the race, who would win in the 5K? Noel.
Oh, come on. I'll
You
run.
can take
I'll run
them.
with you. We'll do this side of the table versus that side of the table. Combined
do it.
times.
If I can do it, I'll
That
try to.
I would actually train for that and do the 5K.
What do you think? Can we take them?
Let's do it. Challenge started right here. Are you going to run the 5K?
I don't know.
I've already failed on my New Year's resolution that I mentioned on this show. So
you're
beat
Bobby
week in
Shark.
under an hour. So
I'm
You were
just gonna
close,
see.
right? Yeah.
66 minutes.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not that great.
That's awesome.
Did you
Good. You
win?
finished it. Good job, Pete.
Did
That's
you
more
win
than
the
we
trophy?
did.
I did not win the trophy. It came in like 4,552
Yay,
place.
Pete! That's so good.
Yeah,
Pete.
Pete.
Trophies.
you're
Yeah,
giving
well, Lucas is
me
very
now.
fast.
You're very famous, Pete.
You're
Thank
very
you.
famous.
Oh,
Pete.
yes.
You're very
Famous
famous.
in this room.
Is she pretty like Maya Kelly?
Okay.
All right.
So the 5K is Saturday,
September
September 14th, and that also kicks off what, Pete?
Kevin on the Roof
Kevin on the
2019.
roof! Yay!
Kevin on the roof!
Our friend and superstar volunteer Kevin is going back up on the roof of Patriot Subaru, Route 1 in Saco again this year. And he won't come down until he raises a literal boatload of money. We should have that be the price. He won't come down until he raises
Enough to fill a boat.
Subaru Crosstrek
Yeah,
filled
filled
with
with
bills. Should be the,
I'll be
the
there
deal.
all year.
But actually, last year, in all seriousness, he raised over $40,000,
Yeah.
and I'll be counting on you to help us
right.
to get him down, because his goal is going to be more than that this year. Stay tuned. We're going to have a kickoff party that night on the 14th as well, so come on down.
What is the kickoff party?
At Kevin on the Roof.
Yep, it's going to be sponsored by Otto's Pizza, who's
Yeah.
also doing, Noel, a fundraiser
Yeah,
for us
outstanding event.
tomorrow.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
it's-
Yeah.
At all of their locations, it's an Otto's takeover. It's
All of their locations in Maine.
all of their locations
Yeah.
in Maine, correct.
What
And it's
time?
8% of all day, every day, not every day, all day
on
the
the
15th
15th of August.
8% of all their sales, and that includes gift cards, takeout, eat-in, catering,
Yep.
you name it, anything that they
How
do
is this the fundraiser for me?
It's
will
for
go-
Strive. It's going towards Kevin on the Roof.
towards Kevin
Yeah.
on the roof, and they will present a check that night at the kickoff party. They will drop it right in his bucket.
Awesome.
And
Can't
we'll be good to
wait.
go.
So that's tomorrow, Wednesday, August 14th. All 8%
14th, yep. I
of
think I
all
might have
the
said 15th.
all proceeds at all the main locations will go to Strive and Kevin on the Roof. So please tell your friends, bring your families, bring your kids, your wife, your mother, your grandmother, bring everybody to Otto's tomorrow night, Wednesday,
and your
August 14th.
grandparents and your
Yeah.
great
Yeah,
great
and if you can't
Yeah.
go, you could go
You
online
can
and
order
buy a
in.
gift card and
That's
get it
right.
whenever you can, or do some takeout.
They also have salads. If you can't have
Delicious.
pizza. Delicious, yum.
They have salads, and Pete will offer you that salad.
I will not be serving that day, but
What about
Yes,
you
yes, he will.
to the Otto?
Okay.
Yes. Pete and Anne-Marie will serve salads and Greek olives and
Greek olives, salads and Greek
Hey,
olives,
Nothing else.
coming right up.
fettuccine.
Okay.
Should we talk about Strive Worldwide real quick too?
Do it, yeah.
Our next class of Strive Worldwide is coming right up, so wherever you're listening to this from, if you know someone who could benefit from taking a independent living skills class, our money management course is starting up the week of September 9th, and registration is still open. Of course, last week's episode of the Strivecast with Dr. Ann Ryan, episode 44, talked all about it. So if you have any questions, you can go back and listen to that
Yeah,
and give us a review
that's right.
while you're at it.
So remember, your challenge today is to go give Block Brothers Custom Cabinets an Instagram follow. They're at Block Brothers CC. So go and show them your support and say that the Strivecast sent you. So that we
If
can
you
all
don't have
a great-
Instagram, they're on Facebook, I believe, as well.
Yes.
As well as Twitter, I think. So check it out. I'll double check the Twitter, but I
I-
believe it.
I have another person I can hollow out to.
Who can you shout out? Anybody whose birthday it is.
August 29th.
Ryan's
Ryan's
birthday?
birthday.
Happy early birthday, Ryan. And Jeff's birthday's coming up. 26, right? August 26th?
No, I
No,
am
what is it? August 6th.
36. I'll be 37.
No, what day is your birthday?
The 20th.
20th, August 20th. So we got some big birthdays coming up in
And
the
Julie's
Stripecast room.
birthday.
Oh,
That's my concert.
a idea.
All right, well,
Maybe
this
no
has been a
Twitter.
great episode. Thank you so much to Black Brothers Custom Cabinets. Thank you so much to Jessica Gagne for coming on the Stripecast. Thanks so much to our producer, Susie, holding down the fort because Whitney's out. Happy birthday, Whitney. And thanks so much, as always, to our engineer, Ryan, for making us sound good and putting the show together. Peace out. Goodbye.
Peace
Thank
out.
you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.